experience you can count on. Give us a call at Wedemark Keith. It's more to us. It's personal.
As much as I'm sure you're enjoying the summertime weather and time outdoors at the pool, let's face it, as the thermometer goes up, a lot of us are going to spend more and more time inside trying to escape the heat a little bit. So it's a good time for us to have Jake Self on the show again from Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Nice to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Talking the cooling side of things in a way, because your topic this morning is the indoor air quality and how important that is.
Yes, ma'am. So like you said, as the heat comes up, we're coming more indoors and staying indoors, trying to escape it.
Yeah.
We need to be cognizant of what kind of air we're breathing inside our homes.
So does that make a difference? I had an old house built in 1940, and it had its own issues.
Right.
But there was a cross ventilation, it seemed like, that happened in that house. Now I have a newer house, and it feels like it's a bit more locked in.
Yeah, the new building is obviously what they call tighter. Our construction world has gotten a lot better in that, but you're still going to have possible dust getting in through your window sills, your doors, and people will be very surprised if it's a blustery day outside. If you go put your hand by your outlet, you'll feel outside air coming in.
And it feels a little bit like in this house, once it's in, it stays in more.
Yes, and so once it's in there, what's happening? Your heating and air system is sitting there just circulating it over and over and over again.
Right.
And so today we wanted to talk about what could you do to treat those kind of things that are happening in your house.
Okay, so you have been sharing with me that it kind of depends on what it is that you're trying to attack. So if you're concerned about allergic things coming in, that's its own method.
So if you have yourself or your kids have allergy problems, their allergies for pollens, mold, stuff like that, we need to talk about electronic air cleaners so you can trap the particulates as they're coming through the system.
What does that look like, an electronic air cleaner? What do you mean?
It's going to be where your filter grill is, whether it's in the wall or at the unit is where we like to see them. So all the air that's coming through your system before it comes back into your house is getting treated.
Okay.
It's going to lock all your dust particulates down.
Is that a one-time installation, or
it's a one-time installation, but there is going to be some maintenance involved because there is a part of that filter that needs to be replaced from time to time because it's going to get clogged.
Okay. I know on your notes, because I read ahead, that you should be changing that filter on a monthly basis. So if you did the electronic filter, you no longer have the disposable?
It'll be about every 3 months that you'll change what they call the media part, the inside portion of that filter.
Okay.
Yep.
And if you have 2 units, you should get it for both? Consider it for both?
Yes.
Okay.
And if it's one or the other kind of thing, what unit controls the air around where you sleep?
Gotcha.
That's where we need our most protection so we get our good night's sleep ready for the day.
Okay. You mentioned mold. You had said if there's a bacterial concern, maybe you have an older house that's damp or something like that?
That and/or, I mean, the last couple of years we talked about a lot of airborne bacteria. So we have UV lights. So again, we put that into the return of your system so it treats any airborne bacteria. A lot of the UV lights are 99% efficient when it comes to killing all airborne bacteria.
Wow.
So let's get that treated before you're breathing that again.
So, not trying to grill you, but so some people will say though that you want to be careful to not have so much removed from your life that then your immune system doesn't know how to fight things.
Right.
Is there a concern there?
You know, it's I wouldn't say so just because you're going to again be exposed to so much other things that this is going to be more good than it is harm.
Right, right. Okay, so I mean, you and I didn't prep this at all, Jake. Can I ask you, like, from a cost perspective, over time, if you do something like the electrical filter, over time, does that ROI come back for you?
No, this is 100% what we call a household feature that you want.
Okay.
Customer comfort.
Okay, so that's what I mean is when you make, when I, the customer, make the investment in that electrical filter, I might pay a little bit of money out, but the return on that investment is going to come back.
You're going to be healthier.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and another way to look at it is how much money do we spend on water filtration? So we sit there and we want bottled water, or we want a reverse osmosis in our drinking water before we ever treat it. But what do we do more than drink water? We're
Right.
breathing.
Okay, so you had said though that obviously if some people want to make this investment, it would make a lot of sense. And I guess too, it's going to help you on your electrical bill, right? Because your machine's
Gonna
performing
stay cleaner.
higher.
Yeah. Let's make sure we keep our system clean.
Does it prolong the life of your HVAC
It
unit
should.
too?
You still need to make sure you're doing that every 6 months maintenance where we're coming out and checking everything. But
Right.
keeping your system clean is going to make that lifespan longer.
Okay, but then if you are wanting to do some things even today, you say do make sure you change that filter,
Yes.
that paper filter on a regular
Yes.
basis.
Yep, and again, it's going to be creature comfort. Do you have a lot of dust in your house to where you need to change it more regularly? Are you having the 4 to 6 inch, what they call media filters that are good for 3 to 6 months?
What is this MERV rating you talk about?
So that's just going to be the density of your filter and what it's actually taking out of the air.
Okay, so when you're buying that filter, should you look for something that has a MERV rating?
We try to stay between 8 and 10.
Okay.
Yep.
You do say that even if you don't go with the installation y'all can do for the UV light, you can get ones to put in your home separately of y'all? Or is that what your note is meaning, or do you mean go through y'all?
No, the no would be, again, what we try to emphasize every time we're here is make sure
Okay.
you have a licensed contractor doing this kind of work.
Well, let's talk about that then, because my brain's not screwed on totally straight this morning. That really is important. When you say your name, listen to all that it is. Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical.
Right.
So you've got the staff to come out and make sure that the job is being done the right way from the get-go. You do really consult with your clients
Yes,
before
ma'am.
you do the job.
Yes. Yep. And what we've said time and time again is, if you're uncertain, ask your contractor, did they pull a permit? What is their license number? Do they have a business license? That way you're protecting yourself. Again, your home is going to be your biggest investment that you ever make.
Right. The mold issue, that is a real concern around here for people, isn't it?
Yes. Southeast, we have a lot of humidity, which we haven't had any up until now, but the rain has come and now the humidity is going to come up.
Okay, here's how you want to get in touch with him, regardless of your need. He did want to go ahead and focus this morning on this indoor air quality concern, but if you have something going on at your house or you want to just go ahead and get the maintenance checked on anything, he's got the staff to help you. And don't you love their website? It's happyhiller.com, because they promise to make you happy
Yes,
when they
ma'am.
come out to see you. Their phone number, 481-9180. Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, ma'am.
I like that electrical thing.
Ascension Living provides services and amenities to our residents.
It's such a close-knit group. It's so much like family.
Why wouldn't you want to live here too? Come home to Ascension Living.
Look no further than Mercantile at the Ridge for that unique home furnishing or collectible. The same familiar location, new management, and a refreshing shopping experience with over 125 individual shops. Find what you're looking for at Mercantile at the Ridge, Ringgold Road, exit